Howdy hey, hello there guys, this is Spartacus 2000 and today I'm going to be giving you guys a sketchbook tour of my 3 sketchbooks I completed in 2020. This is my first one, which I technically started at around the middle of December. It's a bit messy as you can see in the first few pages. I think this was around the time I was watching a lot of like indie horror things like Grimm's Hollow, doing a bit of figure sketching. Apparently I also watched Demon Slayer then. Not a lot in here is like finished, there's some OCs, and a lot of it tends to be very rough and sketchy because, well, a sketchbook is for sketching, not for finished artworks most of the time. There we've got some Pokemon, Deltarune, and OC. I think I was watching Kiki's Delivery Service and then did some hand sketches. Pencil swatching. Important to swatch your material so you know what you're working with. And there's Haruhi. I need to get more in practice with colored pencils. I don't use them very often anymore. I think that was supposed to be Ramona Flowers, but it turned out terrible. Not as bad as the other one, but we do not talk about that. I think it was meant to be Human Sands and Papyrus. I kind of like the Papyrus design still, but the Sands one could use some work. APH America. You'll probably notice that most of this is fan art because I draw a lot of that. There's some Pokemon fusions. Those are very fun, and I need to actually like do a series where I draw them properly. That could probably be a fun video actually. Uraraka. Some little mushroom people because I don't know, I thought they'd be cute. I really like this one here. Human Pokemon. More Pokemon fusions. Some turned out much better than others. I kind of like this one of Mew and Mimikyu though. I think it would be cute. Copic sketch, DuckTales, other things, pencil sketching. I quite like using pencils on coloured paper actually. They always come out way more vibrant than on white. RC stuff. Swatching again. More swatching. Here's, I think, some basic background practice because I severely need to get better at those. They're not my strong suit. Undertale stuff, I think Human Ink and Error, because I was like, I should draw these and then never properly drew them. Just some random people, because why not? Oh, I forgot about this design. She was really cute. I need to draw her properly again. Oh, I think this was when I was working out my design for my art persona, which you guys will probably see as my icon for the channel. This is figure sketching, I think. More figure sketching. Most of these I kind of just do sketches based off pictures on Twitter, but because I don't really show anyone, I don't note down where they're from. Probably should. Might work on doing that in the future. Here's some more pen sketches. Pen is very fun to sketch in. Also makes you move on quickly if you make mistakes because you can't really fix it. There's some Frisk. Here we have some Gravity Falls stuff. There's Alphaba. She's one of my D&D characters. I like to play that game. I should do some drawings of theirs for videos too. More background practice, because again, I need to practice because I'm very bad at them. This was from when my friend got me to watch the Bumblebee movie. I really liked the Bumblebee movie and I made a very cute Gajinka version of him. I really like the design actually. I should draw him more often. He's adorable and I love him. Per sketches, I think I was trying to figure out how to draw Spider-Man for my younger cousin. I think I ended up settling on this and doing a water painting of it, though I no longer have it because I gave it to someone as a gift. Spoon's Cult Mascots. don't ask about the sprint skulls. I cannot be bothered to explain. It's a joke, I swear. Yes. Monster designs. I'm not the best at designing monsters, but I quite like how some of them turned out, like especially this one for some reason. This fellow is kind of spooky too. More of them. Kind of like the multiple-headed bird. I think I ended up settling on one in possibly a later book. Here's some Mob Psycho stuff because I watched that anime and got really into it because the storyline is really good and the characters are really likable. Or we did sort of like a Inktober-esque challenge. Well, it wasn't in October, and I've just realized I buggered that skirt, but this is fine. But we sort of, during quarantine, had like a list of prompts and stuff just here that we did a drawing for. I was very extra and did one every day. I don't think anyone else actually finished them though. It was an actually decent background. There's some Ritsu in between. Museum things. Oh, I did like Pokemon Fusion Evolution stuff because I don't know, Shaman and Quilava, Cyndaquil and Typhlosion is like a weirdly cute combination and I need to draw them properly. I think the subject for that one was just blue. Bake. Did a cute little baker, yay. Villain. Designed myself as a villain. I had shortish hair at the time apparently. It is now much longer. Probably need a haircut at ship, so I drew Bubbling. Not actually too happy with how that turned out though. I want to draw them properly together because they're a cute couple and I kind of like the contrast. Alpine. I think that was like an alpine wolf or something. Dunno. Oh, and there's Teriki. I actually really like how I colored his pants. Haven't worked with Copics in a while. I should do that more too. Warm Up Psycho. Freaking love that show. It's so good. Mystery Skulls. Their music is really good and the animated series is really interesting too. There's a poison bottle and a snake. I buggered Reagan. Well, this one's okay, and so is this one, but these two are a bit spacky. I tried there's a magic book. There's the Spoon's Cult Mascots again. I actually love their designs. I need to draw them more often. Probably should give context to Spoon's Cult. It's just an inside joke with my friends. They used to sort of like gather and play the card game Spoons a lot in the common room of our uni residence. So they got the nickname. This is one of my OCs in a drawing that I sort of redid from one of my old ones. I quite like my new design for him. I think I made his clothes look a bit overly shiny though, because that cloak is not meant to be leather or anything. And there's the Copic seeping right through the page, so you've got an illustration on both sides. There's Artemis. She's one of my oldest OCs. She's very fun to draw, but I do not do it anywhere near often enough. Some figure sketching. I like to do some whenever I feel like my proportions and stuff have gone whack. There's a musician for Tune. More figure sketching. I was like, I should practice drawing people with each other because it is not my strong suit either, because I usually only draw one person in an illustration and I need to do better. We're redesigning Axis because I found, so this was like art from when I was like 12, 13 or something. And I was like, wow, I can do so much better than that now. So this is how I draw her now. Except she looks quite similar to Artemis because they both have very big pigtails. Whoops. They're very different characters though. She was kind of like a magical girl type thing. That was, I wanted to draw for the Scott Pilgrim anniversary something with Roxy, because there was a quote where she was like, "I'm a little bi-furious," and I found that very funny. However, I did not end up getting around to it, which is very sad. Room. I tried to do one of those things. I think I did okay for a first go, but I have not attempted since. Angels of Death, very interesting game. A Ryler. I don't know what's going on in this page. This is an important quote that no one understands, because I have a friend who likes to say very strange things, and I was like, what? So I quoted him. Minecraft is a sandwich because entropy. He likes to argue with us about what is and is not a sandwich, and it's somewhat annoying sometimes. Never start an argument about what constitutes a sandwich. It lasts for hours because no one agrees. This is a bunch of Animal Crossing characters as humans. I need to get better at drawing rounder people. I actually really liked how Ozzy turned out. He's adorable and I love him. I think this was based on my villages I had in... Yeah, it was based on the villages I had. This is where I get back into creepypasta stuff. I know a lot of you are probably on my channel because you've liked that sort of thing, but I'll just give a warning for in case anyone isn't. Like, I don't think I've drawn anything super gory or anything, but just in case, if you're not comfortable with that sort of stuff, I guess this is probably the time for you to skedaddle. Yeah, so there's outfit things. For some reason, the idea of Marsky and Tin Man combined into the same character is very funny, and I need to properly draw this because, I don't know, I just really like that pose. More Tim. I got back into it and started accidentally drawing him as a bit of a twink, which he is not. He's a bit of a thicker lad. I'll fix it eventually. Oh, and there's my Mob Psycho. Not sure if those two are in ProTP or in OTP, but it's fine. And this is when it was finished. May 12th, 2020. There's some Undertale stuff, and there's the Pokemon starters. I think the only one I was happy with was Score Bunny. And that concludes Sketchbook 1 for 2020. And now it's time to move on to... Is this one the second? This is not the second, that is the third. This is the second. Yep. So this one was a bit simpler in the inner pages. It starts off with some thumbnails for a Sailor Moon piece that I did for a zine. Thumbnails for a comic that I did. Character design that I was paid for a commission. Tarby. Me finding out that he was biromantic and asexual before we were told not to use him. So I never actually ended up doing proper illustrations of him because I feel bad now because, like, I don't know, the creators asked us not to, so I'll just not. Other people can, and I'll still, like, look at your art or whatever if you do, but I don't know. I think if I asked someone not to draw one of my characters and they went against my wishes and did it anyways, I'd be a little bit hurt, I guess. Although, like, also once it's out there, so you can't really stop people. I'm just not going to be part of the group that is rude about it. Sorry, getting pins and needles. More of those lads. Wacky crossover thing, because I thought it was funny. That is the only reason that crossover exists. Marble Hornets and Sailor Moon. Did I start writing bad one-shots for it? Yes. Did I finish? No, because I'm very bad at writing and sticking to writing, so it doesn't get better. I'll probably try and make a few, what's it called? A few comics, yes, comics. A few comics about it, because it is a fun thing to draw there. There's some Toby sketches that I actually really liked. That was a character I came up with but haven't drawn since, but I still think she looks pretty neat. This was testing some gouache for a little book that I made for a class. I think those are inspired by Casey Golden. She's very cool. This was during some vent art, because I wanted to make art about fan art stuff, but I had to do all my classwork first. Yeah, Poppy the Performer. I kept seeing stuff for it, and then I looked it up and I was like, what is this? And this stuff is from Post Content, which is an ARG. It's very spooky, but I think the monsters are very well put together and it's kind of cool to watch. Character design ideas, illustration ideas, many different things that I have done absolutely none of. I still need to do this one at some point, a big sort of like Marble Hornets poster, because Marble Hornets is great. Yeah, more creepypasta and Marble Hornets stuff, some rough gouache painting. Kind of like how rough it is, honestly. Kind of liked how that one turned out too. Pages don't like sitting properly once they've been wet. Why are Angie Cat? Friends made Angie Cat jokes, so I drew Angie Cat. There's some Posca sketches. Actually kind of really like that one too. Actually really liked how this pencil sketch turned out. Sometimes you can get cool stuff just by scribbling. Yay. Ideas for things and just random sketches. More random sketch. Oh, that's a mill. Here's one of my OCs. I do not draw any of them anywhere near enough. I'm just gonna move again because pins and needles. That is Jack and Seed Eater. I actually really like the colors on this, even though they're not accurate to the actual characters. Some basic pen sketches I did in a cafe. I really like this one. I don't know, I just think it's cute. Funny shapes too. That was a paint pen sketch, but it wasn't Posca, and for some reason after the first day these pens did not work and it was very upsetting. Yep, pen sketching, figure sketching, more figure sketching. There's some outfits that I thought looked funky. Drawings of Artemis. That was an outfit of the day sketch because I thought I looked neat. With my longer hair. There's Lucas, one of my other OCs. I still really need to draw him more. This was around the time I was starting to do Art Fight. Art Fight was fun, except most of my drawings I did for that were like digital. More Marble Hornets. Love Marble Hornets. It's one of my favorite YouTube series, honestly. They just, yeah, BroTP or OTP, I'm not sure. Vent art. Gonna skip past that real quick. Just some little sketches of myself in different outfits. Oh, that was when I was getting stressed about whether or not I had a house. Yay! I did get a house. Everything is fine. Ducks. My parents only like when I draw real creatures or animals, so they made me draw ducks for my nan, and I was like, I don't like drawing things because you tell me to draw things. Please just let me do what I want to draw. And this was when I got the Marble Hornets comic. They are very cool, so if you guys like that stuff, you should definitely check it out. The watercolor style is so cool. Pen sketches. There's Sally. character design ideas for a comic I was gonna make with a friend, but we did not get around to. Early ideas for Sparks. She's evolved a little bit and just looks cuter now. There was a draw this in your style for Halloween. Used my Copics again. Need to do it more often because like it's looking better, but it could still get even better than the better it's at. And there is a Banana Jeff because I thought that drawing was funny and I was like, I want to draw him too. Or here she is in, yep, this is when I was sort of finalizing her design a bit more. And here's the final bird design for that monster I was designing in the other book. I actually really like how he turned out because he's very creepy and it's fantastic. He could probably be creepier. There's Magical Girl Miles. I will also give no context to that other than that he's the sandwich guy. He's the one who said that because entropy sandwiches are like Minecraft or something. Makes no sense, but like, it's an interesting quote. Those were ideas for a background for my art club thing. That was trying to make the Marble Hornets characters into like Pokemon legendaries. I never actually got around to finishing them, but I want to try and fix up the designs eventually. That was Jason and Puppeteer because I did a fusion drawing of them that turned out cool. I like this guy's design, except they're not really, they were a non-binary character, I think. Called them Robin. I should draw them more. I think they're cute. Or cool. Kind of both. I like old stuff. Old stuff is cool. There's a drawing of myself and some friends. I made lots of friends this year. That was nice. Swatching Wingding's alphabet because that's an important thing to know how to write. Also binary code. I need to transfer all this into my newest sketchbook actually. Thinking I kind of also want to do end of speech because I think that would be funny. I cannot explain my sense of humor. I'm very sorry. I just want to put them randomly in drawings and be like, ha ha ha. I bet you'll never understand this. Illustrations based on a short story I wrote for creative writing class. It was a thriller type thing, which I thought was quite fun to write. I have the paper there because the black pencil tends to rub, and if I did not, it would get ruined and I'd be very sad. Sketches of me, sketches of that one character I drew earlier but then have never touched again. There's Yato because I rewatched Noragami and then caught up with the comic. I'm very worried about what's happening with those characters. Background thumbnails. I actually quite like how some of these turned out and I should try and transfer them into actual illustrations. More Noragami. Jenny by the Studio Killers. I did not draw them well, but that music video is very funny. Possibly not the most appropriate thing though. I had a brief hiatus on Instagram and I was like, this is what I have spent my time doing instead of drawing for you. Sorry lads. So I went dinosaur hunting, did some writing, and caught up on the Noragami comic. Yay. Some sketches I did on a hill. That is my shoe. We love Doc Martens. They're very cool. These two are gay and they are a couple and they're very cute and I've never drawn them again and it's terrible. That was me deciding whether I should draw Brian with swooshy hair or spiky hair. I honestly probably still like spiky hair more, but Instagram was all like, no, do swooshy hair, and I was like, okay, I'll do swooshy hair. Another drawing for that horror comic I did. It's actually very fun to do messy sketches in black pen, honestly. Albert, I forgot about him. One of my friends has a space suit that they got for their job, as sort of like a brief uniform for a thing that they were doing. And I thought it had a cool design, so I drew a space dog named Albert in it, and I love him. he's a good boy. Yeah. More sketches. There's another one of the post content lads. That was me in an outfit I really liked and thought was cute, so I also drew Sparks in it. I need to draw Sparks in more outfits because I love her. There's Bagels. Bagels is very cool. Big Gothic Jack from a fanfic I read. I really like that interpretation of him, honestly, so I need to draw him more. Pretty Girls. Ursi from the horror thing. I was trying to decide on what outfit I wanted to give her. I cannot remember what I decided. Outfit sketches. Sailor mask and tuxedo hood. There was a big drawing I did. I think I did record the video, but I never actually did a voice thing for it. There's more Sailor Moon Marble Hornet stuff. There's the legendary Pokemon sketches that I still haven't done properly. That was a character design thing I did for someone. This is also a random character design I made up that I think I did her based on Gallium, apparently. Yeah, a character based on Gallium. I really like her and I should draw her again. She is cute and goopy. Oh, and this is when I had movie night, except it was bad movie night, so I did funny sketches of them. My favorite was Velocipasta. It is a very stupid movie, and it's wonderfully stupid because they do it on purpose, and you know they did it on purpose, and it's so funny. I recommend watching it for anyone who enjoys bad movies. And this one, it's my final sketchbook of 2020. This is one of my stickers, and so is this one, and so is that one actually. I do not sell them anywhere except at conventions, which have not been running. This is also mine, and so is this. But we have not had conventions, sadly, because, well, you know what. There are some tree sketches that I did with a pen, very loose, very sketchy. A spooky boy. Someone sort of made a proxy version of Seth, which I thought was neat, even though none of the Marble Hornets characters are counted as proxies, but like it's fine. And that was that one funny hood, and I was like, what if I made Hoodie wear it? So I made Hoodie wear it, and I think it's funny. I kind of like the outfit. I should draw it again. That was designing Magnus. He is Lucas's older brother. I think I mentioned Lucas earlier. Need to do more stuff with them. Need to actually make a character ref for them properly and do a comic. I'll do it eventually. It requires me to write first, so it'll be a while. That was on the day I had my first customer to do a very big commission, and I was a little bit stressed, as you can see. Yes, that was one of those RC design things where they're like, based on your birthday or what you're wearing, do this. So I made a small dirty child. She tripped over and is not pleased about getting dirt on her clothes. There's Sparks and cute outfits. And here is my, did I use that prompt list? I think I used a different prompt list. There's Wingdings and Binary again. It became a recurring thing for me to shove. That's when I got my favorite jacket. It's so big and it looks so terrible on me, but like it's also just so comfortable and I love it, and it reminds me vaguely of Mosky's jacket. So yeah, I did actually cosplay him for Halloween, but I do not have any of the good photos of it, which is very sad. That was me trying to figure out how to draw Tim a bit thicker. I kind of got there, but kind of did not. That was when Catboy Mosky was going around and I was like, this is funny, I'm going to draw it. Then I also did Catboy Hoodie and I have some slight regrets. That was from Stan Frederick. I still need to finish that series. I think he dropped season 3, which is where I was up to. That was me making an Among Us version of Sparks. I eventually make a really cute one, but it takes me a while. They still never did that. I kind of wanted to have like an like loosely animated drawing of this. I may do it eventually. And yeah, Among Us, more Among Us, more Among Us. Love me some Among Us. It was a fun game to play with my American friends. And there was my Spooktober. So I don't have any of the completed drawings, but you'll see lots of like sketches of my ideas and stuff, which are, I've got the proper illustrations up on my Instagram. I actually really liked how my Golem one turned out. He was very cool. Yeah, these aren't very, there's when I fixed up her design. I like the plaits. The plaits are cute. That was me drawing her imposter. She looks wrong with proper skin color. She should, I'll probably just draw her like that very faintly bluish white. It was me trying to learn how to draw muscles. I think I accidentally broke this man's arm because I did not know what I was doing. He's an RC of one of my friends, actually. More sketches. He drew Cerberus as a good boy because, of course, he's a three-headed dog. He's an extra good boy with extra heads to pat. Siren Head by Trevor Henderson. Gonna mention that there in case I get in trouble again, because I did not know who made him when I posted the thing, and Tumblr was not very happy that I did not credit him, even though no one else did, and I was like, wait, I'm sorry, but I did not know. Yes, I should probably look more into crediting stuff. Sorry, guys. I wanted to do a bunch of Halloween pictures of Marble Hornets characters, but I only got like 2.5 done, so I never posted them anywhere. This was a monster design for one of my art classes. He's a Fussegrimmen, which is like a Norwegian river spirit type thing that plays music in rivers. Apparently if you gave him like food sacrifice, he'd teach you to play with the sound, or play something similar to the sounds of nature, and I think that's neat, and I want more content with like Norse mythology, Lower Norse mythology specifically, because there are so many cool monsters. This is a Dullahan, or Headless Horseman. Like, just fairy folklore stuff is very cool, and I kind of want to do a Monster of the Week style comic about it eventually as well. But again, that'll require me to actually do writing. Or there's Calyrex. He's funny. I don't know, his character design is so ridiculous, but I love him. Like, he's got such a big head. Yeah, no, he's great, and he's kind of cute in the story. This was when I did a 2P design for Sparks. I ended up calling her Icarus. She's a very gay pirate. We stand gay pirates. Sparks, on the other hand, would be aggressively ace. Yeah. Broccoli cult stuff. Also, do not ask about broccoli cult. It was a joke that went wrong. One of my friends had like handsome Squidward as their profile picture, and for some reason I thought it was broccoli with a face, and then it wasn't, but then I made it actually broccoli with a face, and it's a terrible cursed drawing, but I love it so much. And this is from when I very briefly got into Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is great. I have much childhood nostalgia. Do not ask about the closed off pages. I was not happy that day. That was from Off, because I was suddenly like, I want to draw Zachary because I think he's fun. And I kind of did it in my more simpler sort of design thing. Undertale's AU stuff. Miku! I don't know why, but I really like this drawing. Just leak. More Miku. I don't know, she's fun to draw with kind of silly expressions. Or, this is from, what's it called? Vincent the Secret of Myers, and I don't think I drew Dr. Kruger. That's very sad. But no, there's like this sort of like horror style game but the art in it is so cool. Like, it has such a cool paper cutout look, and I love the character designs, and I need to draw them properly eventually. There's Death the Kid. He's my favorite Soul Eater character. He's funny. I love that show so much, even though it's probably aged not great. There's Artemis in some gothier clothing, because goth clothing is very cool. This was to help with my Salem Moon Marble Hornets AU. I'm not going to read any of that to you. If you caught it, good for you. There's some Ben. I took like this bit of this drawing and made a draw this in your style thing that not too many people participated in, but that is okay. There's Icarus and Asmo. Yes, the gay pirate. They're going to go pick up girls. Yay. I think that was a thumbnail for Victor. I haven't got any good drawings of Victor. That's vaguely what he looks like, but I've drawn a better picture of him elsewhere. Ducks. Peace was never an option. Yeah, I've drawn a better picture of, there's from No Straight Roads. Those were very messy sketches because I could not see anything. Portal ideas. I am fantastic at, what's it called? Concept art. Not really. I barely know what I'm doing. I think this was the one that they liked. I need to draw that properly for them, actually. But yeah, I was gonna do a art style challenge with Victor, so I'll probably do a video for that eventually. Flower sketches, a burb. I think it was loosely based on a Willy Wagtail, but actually looks nothing like one of them. This was a background drawing that I actually really liked. I thought it was cute. Simple but cute. I think these were more like Animal Crossing people as humans. I think that was my best friend as a K-pop person, or dressed in K-pop fashion. There's that spooky burb again. I love him. He's so weird. There's a comic that I scribbled. I've drawn it properly, but only my friends have seen it because I did not post it because, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. More friend or see shenanigans, weird water paintings. I saw, what are they called? There's this cool water paint artist who was doing a bunch of plant ghosts, and I was like, I want to try to do one, and then did it terribly. There's a bunch of my friends' personas as little chibi things. Catboy Hoodie. We love Catboy Hoodie. He's so silly. Catboy Mosky. You guys will have seen these two drawings in my picture, and this is the one that Scully was based off. Not the picture, what's it called? The last video I did. Sorry, my brain does not wish to function properly today. This is where I started getting into Dream SMP, and apparently I drew Dream first, even though Technoblade is my favorite other than Rambo. Hello, Mr. Blade. Yep. You can tell because I drew him lots. I don't know. I thought it would be funny to give Dream's outfit the eye titties because I don't know. It's funny. Yeah. There's more sketches, me trying to figure out how I want to draw him, and this is how the man shall be drawn. Some pretty girls. I particularly liked how this little drawing turned out, and a granny. She is also very cool though. Jack and Seed Eater. I should draw things big more often because I thought this looked pretty cool too. The only good drawing on this page. Yeah, that is where we finished. So yeah, I did a lot of sketches last year. Probably do a lot more this year, so I'll make a video about that probably at the start of next year when I've finished everything. I kind of just muttered to myself the entire time, so this wasn't very cohesive, but I hope you guys will enjoy it anyways. and see what my not finished art looks like, because I don't really post it anywhere. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.